Greetings everyone and welcome to a new session of Rag Plays Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. When last we left off, we had just completed the third Jedi trial and redeemed Juhani, and now we're heading back to the Council to attain our new rank as Jedi Padawan, become a full member of the Order. Today's session I don't think is going to be too long. I don't have too much time, but I hope we get enough done. There's a couple of things that I kind of bungled in the last couple of episodes, and I think I'm going to move to correct those. That's going to take a little bit of time. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it this session, but definitely the next. Definitely before we leave Dantooine. And it'll involve some theater of the mind again, so I hope you'll indulge me all in that whenever the time comes. But for now, let's go see the Council, and also take care of some of the other business that we have kicking around. Juhani, you're back!
I must give you my thanks.
No
because
problem.
of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order.
I'm just happy I was able to help you, Juhani. Have you spoken to the Council? Well, obviously you've spoken to the Council if you're in front of us. Why is the music cutting out? Why is the music cutting out, though? This has happened like 3 times. I've tried to record this dialogue like 3 times, and every time the music cuts out. Some weird bugs in this game, I'll tell you. But, you can't help that, so, did you learn anything more about KotOR?
KotOR's injuries were not so severe as I first believed.
Oh.
I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. KotOR wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light.
So, where is KotOR now?
After our last battle, KotOR had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, KotOR knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
First the Jedi trick you into becoming an enemy, then they welcome you back as a friend. I can't say I approve of their training.
They didn't really trick her.
Giving you a second chance like this is a clear sign of weakness.
She's
Sometimes
Canderous.
I find it hard to believe the Jedi could defeat my people in battle.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Well, I'm just glad I could redeem you, Juhani. I didn't want to kill you, and I'm so happy the way this has turned out. Although, me as a player, I'm slightly less happy, because I kind of find that was a cop-out that Bioware did. It would have been a lot more powerful if Juhani actually had killed her master, and had to live with these consequences as a warning to never fall to the dark side. They really did take the easy way out there, and like, no, she's fine, she's on another planet, she went back to Coruscant. It was all just an elaborate ruse. Belaya, can you please stop milling about like that? That is super distracting. Like, you did it throughout the entire conversation. Like, what are you doing, woman? Thank you. No, what are you... Stop, go away. Anyway, yeah, it's a shame. So, Juhani eventually becomes one of our party members. She is the... Let's see, where's the party selection screen? I guess I don't have access to it here, so I can't show you, but, yeah... Actually, I do. Yes, I do. Party selection. So, she's this one. The one next to the bald one in the middle. And, then there's 2 party members after this, and that'll be it for the entire game. But, yeah, it's a little bit of a cop-out with KotOR, like, not being dead. Karth, you said that this was... They tricked her into falling. Nobody tricked her into falling. They just wanted to teach her a lesson after she did fall. It's not like they engineered it so that she would fall to the dark side. No. She made her own choices. And I'm proud of Juhani. It's one of the things I wanted to mention last episode that I didn't. When I was redeeming her, I had I selected an option that sounded kind of harsh. It's life is suffering. That's true. But a person has to overcome that suffering. You have to become become the Redeemer instead of the Destroyer by choice. And I'm proud to say that Juhani made the right choice in this difficult matter, and she returned to the path of the light. And with a little help. That's all you need sometimes. That's all bad people need sometimes, if they're not truly evil. A little bit of help. So, anyway, there's another person we have to see, and this might be humorous, so I'll save that, actually. I think so. I think we'll save that. For now, let's go and talk to Master Jar and tell him of our exploits. I almost was tempted to go back to the Ebon Hawk, but I don't really know the reason I would need to do that. Speaking of Belaya, before we do that, let's talk to Belaya. I believe Belaya congratulates us for rescuing Juhani as well.
You have done a great thing. One of our
Yes.
own had strayed, but you have returned Juhani to the Order. For this, you deserve the highest praise.
Can't miss out on praise. Anyway, let's head over to Master Jar. Tell him we completed the training. Maybe give what's their names a talk as well. Garumi probably don't have anything to say.
Kipuna!
There is no ignorance. There is no. No, I have to know this. I don't know about this one. Terry Locke. He might consider a new Padawan. He's looking kind of lackluster. You've done well in bringing Juhani back to the light. I am sure that once she gets past her remorse, she'll be a model Jedi. Well, she has nothing to be remorseful over anymore because I mean, the Jedi Council more or less tricked her. They didn't tell her, or they didn't know that Quattro, that is such a hard word to say. They didn't know that Quattro was still alive. Until she must have limped back, or whatever happened, and then left. So they couldn't really get into contact with her without her attacking them, so can't really be helped. Anyway, Master Jar.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all.
Indeed.
She struck her master in anger during her training, and injured her greatly. But it was Quattra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
Thank you, Master. I will strive to make you proud. Do the Jedi Order great honor. Journal entry has been added, experience points have been received, 800, and items have been received. I don't know what that could be. Let's check it out, eh? Actually, I know what it is. It's this Jedi robe. We get a basic Jedi robe for our tribals that is vastly inferior to our Special Forces armor, though I think that armor is overpowered considering it has like 20 energy resistance and 20 ion. Ion doesn't matter so much, but the energy resistance is pretty brutal. Members of the Jedi Order typically wear plain or unassuming garments. Defense bonus of 1, a max dexterity bonus of +8. Let's try that on just to see what it looks like. It's not the worst looking thing ever, but it's just sort of a clone of the most basic robes in the game, and not right now, not until we get like a better looking robe. For now, that'll work. So, I believe we have to talk to the Jedi Council right now. So I'm gonna go do that. So which one of you do I talk to anyway? Bastila? You have anything new to say? Any praise now that I have redeemed Juhani? It's pretty impressive.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward the Jedi Council members.
Really? Nothing? Not bothered? There's just no impressing you, is there? Someday. Someday, Karth. Anyway, Master Vandar should be the one we need to speak to, I suspect.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this.
Thank you, Master.
Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared.
Indeed.
When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave.
I've seen
We
them.
sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
I agree. I will investigate the ruins right away.
Be sure to bring Bastila with you.
Oh, I will.
There is a powerful link between you, and you will need to draw strength from each other during the trials ahead.
So we are forced to bring Bastila with us here, and Mac is perfectly fine with that. It has been far too long that they've been apart. Karth or Canderous? I think Canderous for now. Just temporarily, anyway. Are you sure this is the party configuration that you want? Yes.
I demand justice! The Central family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
Is there anything else I should know?
These two families have been settled here for some years now.
And causing me no end of trouble.
Indeed. They have been settled here for some time, and feuding ever since.
I know the types. What caused this feud?
I do not know how the original feud started, but they want nothing to do with each other. As you may have heard, Alan Matale believes that his son, Shen, has been kidnapped by Nurik Sandral.
Curiously, Nurik's son Cassius has been missing for some time as well. I fear Nurik may suspect Alan in this.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Which families are involved?
The Sandral and Matale families are involved. The Sandrals live far to the south. The head of that family is Nurik Sandral. He is a stern man, but I believe him fair. Under the present circumstances, though, who knows? Alan Matale can be much more unstable. He is convinced of his own importance and can be a most oppressive individual at times.
Right.
He lives closer to the Enclave, but still to the south. Is there anything else you wish to know?
Where are they settled exactly?
Both families have settled to the south of this enclave.
Okay.
The Matales are the closer of the
That's
two.
it, huh?
Both have similar estates.
Yes.
But Alan is much more paranoid about his, and guards it quite heavily. Is there anything else you wish to know?
Okay. That is useful information, so the place to start is the Nurik estate, I would suspect. I shall investigate this immediately.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates.
Sounds like it's already going
Allow
on.
that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course. But the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time, something which carries its own rewards.
Bastila looking for some distractions. Excellent. So we shall become knights errant and settle this feud between these two families. But Bastila has leveled up, so let's go ahead and level her. She has an attribute point. Huzzah. So, I could actually bump her charisma and make her force powers even stronger. I could give her another point into strength. I'm going to do strength, and then I'll probably stop the strength training there because a +2 modifier is enough. And then charisma next, I would think, because she is, like I said, they kind of sell her short, don't they? So, or maybe, you know, I've already got the strength thing kind of covered. No, you know what? That's fine. Skills. So this is one thing I really don't like about the game. I don't like class-specific skills. I think they're stupid, and the more I play this game, the more I remember just how much it frustrates me that some cost 2 and some cost 1 depending on class, and I don't think it should be like that. It's just stupid, because the only class-based skill points for Sentinels are awareness and treat injury. That's just dumb. Like, it's too limiting. It makes her have to pick these two things and nothing else, practically. Or you don't get your bang for your buck. And honestly, awareness and treat injury, they're not really worth a whole lot. So, like, what else would Bastila know how to do? Like, stealth, because she's a Sentinel? She probably would know how to do that. Repair, probably not. Security, probably not. Demolitions, probably not. Computer use, there's an argument for that. She's probably, like, spent time in the archives and stuff, and, but honestly, I'm just gonna get these two to level 10 to start, so, yeah, that'll work for now. Powers. Okay, so a few more options now. She's got her force push. She's got her throw lightsaber. Give her some different types of, we give her energy resistance for a buff. We could give her choke as well. Might not be a terrible idea. I really have to think about, like, what of the buffs do I want each of my characters to have, at least each of the Jedi. So, another offensive power might not be a terrible idea. I don't think anyone would be fearful of Bastila. She's really not the most intimidating looking specimen. Stun droid, maybe. Yeah, that might be cool. Honestly, like, stun droid and force lightning are... The Jedi are literally doing the same thing with both of these skills, yet one is dark side and one is light side. Like, what? And why would disabling a droid be light side power? Why wouldn't that be neutral? Anyway, more little inconsistencies in the game. Why in the hell does she have affect mind of all things? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe for the sake of roleplay, I don't know, based on her battle meditation power. I think I am just gonna give her wound, like another offensive power or something. I could give her energy resistance on the other hand. Either energy resistance or wound, I'm leaning towards. I don't think I'm going to have enough to fill out every single defensive ability. Heal for certain. Probably the highest level of force armor as well. Probably the highest level of valor. And then maybe force resistances as well. You know what? Yeah, I'll do energy resistance. I'll keep her on the light side. Oh, she's got another level up. Neat. Skills. Let's get those to 10 like we planned, then we'll think about doing other things. So Bastila has another ability that she can level up here, and it's probably going to be the Master 2-weapon fighting. Or I could give her an improved flurry. Yeah, this is better, strictly speaking, so let's go with that. Powers. Now we have the world opening up to us. We can get her with a better version of stun. We can give her whirlwind. Oh man, she's got so many options right now. Give her better speed. We don't need that exactly. We could give her the better force valor, or the improved energy resistance. It's not the best, but I mean it's something. Absorbing the first 15 points of damage, so it's like an energy shield. Slightly worse than an energy shield, but it's still pretty good. I'm going to give her Valor, I think. And we accept that. And she is level 9. 81 force points, 81 vitality points, a defense of 18, a strength of 16, dexterity of 18, constitution of 12, intelligence of 10, a wisdom of 12, and a charisma of 15. Fortitude 7, reflex 10, and will 7. And we have access to her inventory again, so that's kind of nice. I can actually give her this Jedi robe, and it'll be slightly better than what she's wearing, so I'll probably do that for now. Actually, she does have her own robes. I could give her her better stuff now. I mean, that's not too ridiculous. A plus 5 wisdom. I don't know. What's the difference in force points, I guess, is the question. Right now, she has 99 force points versus 81. So that's quite a big difference. That's 18 more force points. It's a whole nother ability, just about. No, I think it's not quite time yet to have her wear the good stuff. I wish I could look at more people's equipment here, but I think Bastila has to keep these. She, for some reason, doesn't have her double-bladed lightsaber equipped. She's got a power belt on. Speaking of which, what's Mac's strength at? He's got a 20 in strength. I could... No, because it's the +2s coming from there, isn't it? I could give him another +1 in strength, but I think Bastila is benefiting from that right now. She's at 16 strength. Yeah, she is. With a +3. Yeah. So, Canderous. Good stuff. Actually, I think I'm going to give Mac that Sith band now. And switch Bastila to the melee shield, maybe? Yeah. You take that, Bastila. We'll take this. And... that'll work more or less, I think. Yeah. That'll do. I don't like that on her, though. That's the thing, that this robe is really meh looking. I don't know. We're not really fighting anything that serious, and it's only 1 extra defense. I might just keep her in her default gear. Her clothes. Yeah, that's better.
Sure.
At least for now, at least until we find some sort of better robe to give her. We have a bunch, but again, I should really just go through the items and fix them one of these days. But that'll have to remain to be seen. But anyway, let's what do we have to do in our log right now? We have the Sandral Matale feud. Allen Matale has approached the Jedi Council and demanded action. He believes that the head of the rival Sandral family, Nurik Sandral, has kidnapped his son. The Jedi Council has decreed that you may investigate the disappearance so long as it does not detract from your main quest and investigate the ruins. The Jedi Council has ordered you to investigate some strange ruins on Dantooine. It would seem that this is one of the places Revan and Malak visited when they were on the planet, and it may hold some key to their fall. Good. Anything else? We have the raiders that we have to take care of. We have... Probably should talk to Bastila at some point, but I have in mind a place where we can do that that's more appropriate. Completed quests. Jedi trials. You've completed the final stages of your training and have been accepted into the Jedi Order as a Padawan. And all the other stuff that we did. So, the Mandalorians, the feud, and the ruins. That's all we have left to do. And, also, we could probably explore the Enclave a bit. Do any of you also have anything else to say, Jar?
I have nothing left to teach you, Padawan, though a Jedi is ever learning. Even the Masters know their training is but in its infancy. Now is the time for you to seek wisdom outside the training chambers. The lessons that yet await you are to be found beyond the walls of this academy. You should speak to the Council, Padawan. Now that the first stage of your training is complete, I am certain they would be eager to have you aid us in our struggle against Darth Malak and the Sith.
Well, I was honored to be under your tutelage, Master Jar. And I thank you for teaching me what you could. I will remember your lessons, Master Vrook.
I must congratulate you on your actions. You have saved Juhani and brought her back into the Order.
Thank you, Master.
And have given us all great hope for your future success. May the Force be with you as you continue your training.
Vrook Lamar is a much-hated character because of the second game, because of Knights of the Old Republic 2, but in the first I never really minded him. I always found him to be one of the more reasonable of the Jedi, because he's very skeptical of just kind of hauling you on board, placing the entire fate of the galaxy on your shoulders and Bastila's. It's reckless, and I don't blame him for being a bit skeptical of that, at least in the first game. He was given the Chris Avalon treatment in number 2, so he became a lot deeper. But he's also voiced by, who was it? Ed Asner. Great voice actor, great actor in general. And it's a great addition to KotOR. Lots of prolific voice actors in this game. Dorak.
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Or so they say. As chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I find your quest for knowledge admirable. But I do not want to overwhelm you with the long history.
I was wondering if you had any insight on the
You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
No. I'll be going now.
May the Force be with you.
And Master Vandar, anything more to say?
Your training is now complete, Padawan.
So Vandar doesn't have anything to say. He just repeats the same dialogue that he already had. That's kind of lazy, to be honest. But, you guys, what's up? Yes, Padawan, what is it you require? Oh, you have a lot more dialogue than before. I don't remember what we asked you before. To be honest, I think we haven't asked you about the Mandalorian Raiders. What do you know about them? Mandalorians have been scattered across the Outer Rim since their defeat by the Republic years ago. They managed to survive by raiding for food and credits. I have not heard much about any activities of theirs on Dantooine. I spend much of my time in seclusion meditating. Perhaps another may help you. Is there anything else you want? No. I'll be going now. And you, sir? Yeah, same stuff. Okay, well, I'll talk to Juhani and maybe Malaya if she's kicking around here, and then into the annex over there. And then
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
We'll be there for you, Johnny. Eventually.
Master Jar tells me you have successfully completed the test. And I even see you have constructed your own lightsaber.
Well, that's old
You should
news.
be proud of your accomplishment. But never forget that you still have much to learn.
Yeah, okay,
As your power grows, you will constantly face temptations to slip to the dark side.
Don't become like Bastila.
This is the eternal struggle.
One of them is more than enough. Shoot daggers at him. This is Future Rag, coming from the future. And as I was editing the video together, I noticed that we had glossed over a journal entry after we had spoken to Juhani here. And it was the Jedi Trials, when Juhani has been accepted back into the Enclave. While the Council debates with her case, it seems that redemption can come even to those who have fallen so far. Well, wouldn't want to have left that behind. I will see you back in the past. Well, folks, that's about all the time I have to play the game today, unfortunately. Next episode, we will be going to investigate the Sandral Matale feud, and hopefully we can put an end to that without it erupting into bloodshed, but we'll see. As well, we will be exploring the ruins, most likely, and seeing what exactly Revenant Malik found there. In addition to that, we will be resolving a bit of roleplay that we missed the opportunity to do with Bastila, and I hope to rectify that within the next few episodes or so. I'm not sure when, but definitely before we leave Dantooine. I thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have the great rest of your day or evening or whatever it happens to be when I upload this, and I'll see you next time. May the Force be with you.